What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for popping back into the channel for my review for Army of Darkness. That's right, Evil Dead Week continues. I reviewed the first two movies. Now I'm here talking about the third film. When I watched these movies for the first time, I don't know if it was at the wrong time of the day or what it was, but there was just something about them. I didn't care about them. I don't know. I didn't really like them, but I have them. I have the physical media. I'm happy about that. Because after I was able to revisit these movies, the first, the second, the reviews are up now, and Army of Darkness, I thought these were all strong, entertaining films directed by Sam Raimi. And Army of Darkness might just be the craziest of the three. Now, the second film had an extreme tone, and the comedy there and the slapstick humor and everything that was going on in that movie was a very high level of energy. And this movie has a very similar energy, but it's more of a medieval style because Ash gets transported. At the end of the film, the big twist was he gets transported to the land of the Deadites, and now he's got to try to find a way home. How's he going to do that? Well, the Book of the Dead is in this cemetery that you go in, you die. But he's going to go. He's going to get the book. He's going to come back so they could do the ritual to get him home. But when he goes to get the book, he's got to say the words correctly. And if he doesn't, well, the army of the dead are going to be very upset. They're going to try to come back for their book. They're all going to be raised from the dead. And the skeletons in this movie are standouts. I don't know if that was stop motion or what they were doing there, but they look fantastic. There's some great humor with those skeletons when they're walking into battle and some of them are playing instruments. I just thought that that was fantastic. I loved that sequence. I love watching this film for some of its inventive filmmaking. Just like the first film and the second film had some inventive filmmaking, this movie has the same. Bruce Campbell, once again, I don't think he's got a ton to do in this movie. I mean, he's good, but he's very reactive. He's got a reactive performance, meaning that so many things are happening to him, but he's got to fight back. And one of my favorite sequences in the film is when he's fighting himself, and eventually he gets the upper hand and he shoots him and he says, you know what? Good, bad, it doesn't matter. I'm the guy with the gun. That was probably his best line in the franchise. All the practical effects are really fun. Sometimes it's like, okay, they went a little too far, but some of the visuals are fantastic. The cinematography, like in each of these films, I don't think it's going to work beat for beat for beat. Maybe, well, for some people, it didn't for me, but I still love these movies, even though that there is some moments of, it goes a little too extreme, it goes a little too far. There's a female character in this movie who I think the performance is fine, but she's just kind of in it to add that kind of presence in the film. You know, she eventually gets possessed by the end of it. So, you know, nothing really interesting there. But the performances are good. And this is a fun movie. It's only about an hour and 20 minutes. Its length is basically like a Disney animated fairy tale. And that's basically what this is, a medieval fairy tale from Sam Raimi, which is the sequel to one of the goriest, bloodiest horror films of all time in Evil Dead 2. Coming up with this is Lord of the Rings before Lord of the Rings. That big action sequence at the end of this film, it was like a Helm's Deep type of sequence. Obviously not at the stage and level of Peter Jackson, but what Sam Raimi was able to do in this, I think this is a really fun movie, and it might be underrated. I don't know. I think that this is a pretty strong film with a great simplicity. Like I said, the movie is very simple, but I think that works to its favor. And I'm going to give Army of Darkness 4 out of 5 stars. Love the movie, and I'm very happy that I've finally rewatched this trilogy and this new one's coming out, because this is probably one of my favorite horror franchises. But we'll see what's going to happen with the next one, The Evil Dead 2013. I'll be talking about that in the channel hopefully tomorrow. Keep our fingers crossed for that. You guys could also hit that subscribe button for a whole bunch of other reviews on the channel, including a bunch of big anniversary reviews behind me. And of course, Evil Dead Burn, which is opening later this week. I'll be seeing it on Thursday. I'm talking about it then. You guys could also follow me on Twitter and or X at Ranking72 and Instagram at KingOfRises131. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Army of Darkness. And until next time, over and out.
Army of Darkness.